Hello YouTube, just finished one video, gonna go on to the next because anyone who's watched me for any period of time, it's kind of how I roll. Get off my butt, do several at a time, then I can slack off for another few days. We did lose a few pigs, lost 2 today. Fortunately, they were ones that I thought we were gonna lose. Off the top of my head, I can't think of the actual disease. So they're having a good time tearing up stuff in here. I can't think of the actual disease, but what it is off the top of my head. But they have a crooked neck and they're kind of screwed up. And both of them kicked out. I mean, I was taught years ago, livestock equals dead stock. So, what can you do? The pigs are enjoying, they've discovered the tubes in the last 2 days, and they're really having a good time. They'll start rolling these suckers across, and they'll start moving everything around, but they were running through them today. It'll be really fun once they realize how much strength they got and what they can do. But we did lose a couple pigs. So just a quick look there. I did the other day with the help of someone else. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that legally, but we did move the bee shed. So now the bee shed is up here right beside the greenhouse. I was working on organizing it. I'm sorry it's getting dark now, guys, and of course it is dark in there. But I did move some stuff over. You know you love my floral print. But I got that set up. I'll try to show that again another day when it's a little brighter, as I say. Now, this was originally a rail shed. Just pop there we go. So this was originally a rail shed. You'd see these little silver buildings down tracks. It needs a good paint job, but my father had purchased it a lot of years ago as a chem shed. I think he used it like one season as a chemical shed, but hey, what can you do? And I do know that I have lost a few colonies, but I am also happy that I know I have several colonies that are alive. I'm really hoping soon I can really rip them open. I was hoping to get into it today, but it was rainy, cold, so it's still going to be a little bit longer. And we're hoping to do some walkaway splits with the beehives this year. And the other thing I will show you guys is this right here. I picked this up today, which is a wonderful thing when you have to call your feed supplier and you have to order stuff ahead of time, pay for it ahead of time, tell them when you're coming. But this is diatomaceous earth. Anyone who's ever worked with this stuff, it is, for lack of a better term, nothing but dead bodies. See that really fine powder? Now we'll just see how it sticks to you. It's worse than flour for sticking to you. But this stuff is actually really bad. Let me just and still looks like I spent a long time in Guadalupe, Mexico. Anyways, that stuff, it's all made from the diatoms when they died so many years ago. But they're all little, basically tiny little square-shaped crustacean type animals that died. And the big thing about that is, on a microscopic level, they're very tiny. We used to use it in bins. We'd put it around the base of the bin when we're putting in corn. So that way any corn grubs, stuff like that gets in there, it would either A, block off their breathing abilities, because a lot of insects breathe through their bodies, so that would get over their vent holes and cover it up and make it so they couldn't breathe. Or B, it's just the sheer sharpness of it on a microscopic level. It cuts up grubs, and they're not able. It makes them die. So we put some of that down earlier today. That's the royal we, which means me. It's every time I talk about work, I say we. It's usually royal. On a lot of the plants, because we did have some aphids infestation coming in on some of the plants over here. Now, hopefully, maybe I can show you guys an aphid infestation. See them little buggers? You know, you could eat them. Good protein, I guess. Hooples, I don't know what your views on aphids, but they are kind of gross. They do eat up your plants. One tiny little bite doesn't matter, but 1,000 tiny bites do matter. They're not hard to kill by hand. You can just rub your hand on the leaf, and I probably killed 70 of them. But they can be an annoyance, and once they get a good hold on things, you can have some serious problems. We did do some planting over here. Don't worry, I know it doesn't look as green as it did the other day, but a lot of that stuff got moved, planted in different spots. So we are continuing to go. And as I say, keep track of your wins, guys. Don't worry about your failures. Just keep them in the back of your head. Thanks for watching, guys. Keep your tongues off doorknobs and windows. Have a good night. Bye.